Hello kids, since today's story time is about houses and homes, I wanted to do a story about a home from the past during our pioneering days in the United States. This story is called Winter Days in the Big Wood, and it's written by Laura Ingalls Wilder and illustrated by Renee Graef. Let's get started. Once upon a time, a little girl named Laura lived in the big woods of Wisconsin in a little house made of logs. And there's Laura in her home made of logs. Laura lived in the little house with her pa, her ma, her big sister Mary, her baby sister Carrie, and their good old bulldog Jack. So there's the whole family that Laura lives with. Winter was coming to the big woods. Soon the little house would be covered with snow. Pa went hunting every day so they would have meat during the long, cold winter. And there goes Pa. He's going hunting. Ma, Laura, and Mary gathered potatoes and carrots, beets and turnips, cabbages and onions, and peppers and pumpkins from their garden next to the little house. So there they are, gathering their vegetables from their garden. By the time winter came, the little house was full of good things to eat. Laura and Mary thought the attic was a lovely place to play. They played house by using the round orange pumpkins as tables and chairs, and everything was snug and comfy. Oh, there's the girls playing with the pumpkins. Soon the first snow came, and it was very cold. In the mornings, the windows were covered with beautiful frost pictures of trees and flowers and fairies. Ma said that Jack Frost came in the night and made the pictures while everyone was asleep. Laura and Mary were allowed to use Ma's thimble to make patterns of circles in the frost. So there are the girls making patterns in the frosted windows. In the mornings, Laura and Mary helped Ma wash the dishes and make their beds. After this was done, Ma began the work that belonged to that day. Each day had its own proper work. Ma would say, wash on Monday, iron on Tuesday, mend on Wednesday, churn on Thursday, clean on Friday, bake on Saturday, rest on Sunday. So there are the girls helping their ma washing dishes. Laura liked the churning and baking days best of all. Ma had to churn the cream for a long time until it turned into butter. Mary could sometimes churn while Ma rested, but Laura was too little. So there's Ma resting with the baby, and Laura watching Mary churn the cream into butter. On Saturdays, when Ma made the bread, Laura and Mary each had a little piece of dough to make into little loaves. Ma even gave them a bit of cookie dough to make little cookies. So there are the girls making cookies and little bread loaves. After the day's work was done, Ma would sometimes cut out paper dolls for Laura and Mary. She drew their faces with a pencil and cut dresses, hats, and ribbons out of colored paper so that Mary and Laura could dress their dolls beautifully. And there's Ma cutting out the little shapes and dresses and clothes for the paper dolls for the girls. But the best time of all was at night. When Paul came home, he would throw off his fur cap and coat and mittens and call, "Where's my little half pint of sweet cider half drunk up?" That was Laura, because she was so small. And there's Laura hiding from her daddy, and her daddy knows she's hiding. Sometimes Pa would take down his fiddle and sing. Pa would keep time with his foot. Laura and Mary would clap their hands to the music when he sang. Yankee Doodle went to town. He wore his striped trousers. He swore he couldn't see the town. There was so many houses. And there's Pa playing the fiddle. And even the baby's happy. Other times, Pa would tell stories. When Laura and Mary begged him for a story, he would take them on his knees and tickle their faces with his long whiskers until they laughed out loud. His eyes were blue and merry. And there's Pa telling stories to the girls, and Ma holding baby Carrie. Outside it was cold and snowy, but the little log cabin was snug and cozy. Pa, Ma, Laura, Mary, and baby Carrie were comfortable and happy in their little house in the big woods. And there it's snug and cozy by the fire in their little house made of logs. And this is Laura's little house made of logs. And this is how houses were made in the olden days. I hope you liked the story. We'll see you soon. Bye.